And to find 4 receivers that are competent in reading man and zone on the run is not easy to do. So in that way, it's simple and yet complex at the same time. But, you know, you talk about the Colts. This is an organization that is the top 5 in the NFL, and because of that, they'll have ebb and flow. They'll have some guys come and go, coaches, even Peyton Manning. But you, Matt, you know this. This is like the old days. The organizations now win championships, and I think the Colts with Bill Polian are going to be good or great for the next foreseeable future.
I think it still comes down to that guy right there.
There's no question about that.
Right now, they should be
no
the
question
Indianapolis Mannings, much like the Denver Elways a few years ago.
I understand that, but there's transitions that can be made, and they're doing the coach, they'll do the quarterback at some place, and they'll still be good.
Yeah, because they do the little things right.
Exactly.
They're a disciplined group, and Polian does a fantastic job.
So was it the San Francisco Youngs or the San Francisco Millens when you all were both there at the same time?
No, you know, this guy here, he came and ate at my house 3 nights a week. And of course,
his rookie year.
To chase him off, you know, I had a simple rule. You can tell him, go ahead and tell him.
Come in, eat at 5:30, be gone by 6. Get out of my house because I don't want you there. It was perfect.
I see enough for you.
For a young kid, come in, eat, get out. He loved it. Perfect.
Peyton Manning, 178th consecutive start. If he wins tonight, he's going to break a tie with Johnny Unitas and tie Johnny Unitas. He and Unitas both have 118 career wins as a Colt. So if he wins tonight, he'll beat Johnny Unitas. But Johnny Unitas also had 1 career win as a Charger, so he'll beat Unitas for Colts all-time and tie Unitas for 5th all-time. Hey, put your smarts in the line in the GMC Engineered to Win Trivia Challenge. Visit ESPN.com, search GMC to test your skills with our own Tom Jackson. Still to come, much more on the Colts and Dolphins, why tonight's game is just crucial for the defending AFC East champion Dolphins. And Miami's chasing a new leader of the AFC East. After the Pats were mauled at the Meadowlands, why we are concerned about Tom Brady's bunch. You can turn the channel if you want to, but everybody in your family will talk about you if you do.
GMC, engineered to win. Brought to you by the GMC Sierra, the official vehicle of the NFL. Go online to take the Engineered to Win Trivia Challenge.
If we're going to rebuild this country, we're going to need the truck that's been doing the job for the last 100 years. Sierra from GMC. Put it to the test with our 60-day satisfaction guarantee.
There for you and your guilty pleasures.
Now when you buy the 4 select Bridgestone Dual tires you need, you'll receive up to a $100 Bridgestone Visa prepaid card by mail you can use to buy, well, whatever you want. For drivers who want to get the most out of their cars, it's Bridgestone or nothing.
He ran off with his secretary.
Enough! You get half and you get half. Team 3, Boathouse.
Oh, yeah. His and hers.
Van Gogh.
Even Steven.
Mansion.
Good to go.
Boss, what do we do with the Shih Tzu? Joint custody.
Get work done now. Communicate in less than a second with Nextel Direct Connect. Only on the Now Network.
Number 4 Ole Miss faces a critical test on the road as they battle South Carolina. ESPN College Football Prime Time. Ole Miss, South Carolina. Thursday at 7:30 Eastern. College football lives here. ESPN360.com is your online home for live coverage of college football all season long. Choose from more than 350 games live on your computer. And replay all the games you've missed. Plus, chat live with fellow fans and get up-to-date scores and stats in real time. So watch your favorite teams no matter where you live. Log on today to watch college football all season long with ESPN360.com.
1759. To Arthur Guinness for 250 years.
To Arthur.
To Arthur! To Arthur! To Arthur! To Arthur!
Fireside celebration with a Guinness 250 Anniversary Stout. Available for a limited time only.
Wednesday night baseball doubleheader, NL wildcard implications at 7 Eastern. Phillies at the Marlins. They're going to turn that field around quickly. And then the Giants trying to stay alive at 10 Eastern at Arizona. Thursday night, 4th-ranked Ole Miss hit the road to face Steve Spurrier, the all-ball coach, the South Carolina Gamecocks, 7:30 Eastern on ESPN. Ricky Williams, coach, there he is. Looking good, warming up. Dolphins, can they get it going? More from Miami, where somehow I don't think it's chilly yet. Check in with Susie Calver for a team report of the Dolphins. Good evening, Suze.
Good evening, Chris, and we're saying happy birthday, Wildcat. It was a year ago today that it debuted. 6 direct snaps to running back Ronnie Brown. He scored 4 touchdowns. Well, now they have a true quarterback to run the Wildcat. They drafted Pat White. You'll see him tonight. But it's changed things for Chad Pennington. And I wondered, what does he think when they call the Wildcat?
Well, first, I'm wondering if I'm either in or I'm out. And then I make sure I need to get in and call the play or get out and get out of the way. But, you know, it's something that we do. I think our team has become synonymous with the term Wildcat and the Wildcat offense, but it's just one part of our offense, one facet, and we take a lot of pride in it and try to make it work.
Yeah, well, to Chad's point, everybody thinks of the Dolphins and Wildcat, but it's really a very small percentage of what they do. And we all know Chad is such a great leader. Yes, it has been an adjustment for him to have to step to the sideline, but he has told Pat White, I'll be your biggest fan from the sideline if you're throwing touchdown passes, Chris.
Well, actually, that would be Chad Pennington, Susie. We'll get back to you a little bit later. But, you know, Susie mentioned at a birthday party for the Wildcats, you would think they would have some cake and we would see some festivities. So you don't have to be, Crockett and Tubbs, since we'll go to Miami, to figure out the importance of this game. Didn't look great against Atlanta last week. Where do we view the Dolphins?
Well, when you look at them, what is their identity? When you look at this football, they're not an overpowering running game. They're not a great passing team. Defense doesn't dominate. This team was a good football team because they did all the little things well last year. They led the league in the turnover takeaway ratio. That's the biggest thing. Don't beat yourself. And this team is good enough if they don't turn it over. Last week, 4 turnovers. You can't win that way. They're not good enough with turnovers.
Because of the way they play football, they have to play almost error-free. And Coach alluded to the turnovers. They also, Chad Pennington does a lot of things well. One of them is not stretching the football field with his arm. So the defenses tend to play up again, makes them play almost flawless football. If you have some things with this Wildcat, Susie talked about the percentage. They ran it 103 times, 98 times they ran the ball. So now let's see Pat White open things up. I don't think you want to be 0-2. You got to open things up tonight. If you're going to use the Wildcat, you're going to make it work tonight.
Yeah, Tom, I believe last week can be a classic example of overreacting, just like we saw with Buffalo when they collapsed. Other teams who recovered, Arizona, who after the Super Bowl, they came back in Jacksonville this week. Miami, don't overreact. Get back to what you do well. They have to get back to their staple, and that's running the football. I don't care if it's with the Wildcats. They don't have enough playmakers to try to let Chad throw the ball 40 times a game, but they have to be able to come up with the big play, especially when they get man-to-man, the receivers outside. And I know from being a resident of South Florida, Chad Pennington and Teddy Ginn, it's about time for him to start paying off in that offense being a big play.
But he's vertical, right?
Yeah, he got to get down
a vertical receiver.
Yes.
With a guy who doesn't throw the deep ball really well.
You just want to throw that out there.
Throw that out there a little bit. But look, see, yeah, you don't have to panic right now. But if they lose this football game tonight, they will panic. They have to win this football game. There's nothing else worse than going 0-2 in a division where you now have the New York Jets, You know, the New England Patriots are not going to fall too far off the radar, and then the Buffalo Bills are 1-1. So if you find yourself falling too far behind, and also on top of that, boom, you have to get an identity. Gimmicks, well, I don't care what it is, you have to have an identity. Either you're going to run the football, you're going to play action pass the football, but all the gimmick stuff, it's just not, everybody, that's going to catch up to you. Everybody in the country, from college football, high school football, in the pros now, everyone is running this. So they have to kind of get an identity.
Somebody up in Detroit will tell you there's something worse than 0-2.
Oh, yeah, well.
0-0-0-0-0.
19 or whatever.
A lot.
But you're right. They don't even have really a they play nice defense, but not a defensive identity either. Just to do the numbers, it was a record, right? Last year, 13 turnovers was all they made all year long.
Yeah.
5 in the playoff game against Baltimore. I know who they were. And now 4 last week against Atlanta. 1 is an accident. 2 is a trend. 3 is a problem. So they don't want to have a problem.
And they got to travel to San Diego next week.
One thing at a time. From the fish to a guy reeling in some information on the tuna. Mort, what are Bill Parcells looking forward? Now there he is, vice president in charge of all sorts of things. Where is he headed next? What's his plans after the year?
You know, Parcells actually almost walked after last season because ownership transferred from Wayne Huizenga to Stephen Ross, and he had a contract, a 30-day one-time walkaway clause if ownership transferred with the balance of his money, the original 4-year, $12 million contract. But Ross agreed to pretty much stay that clause, that he can walk away at any time. And for Parcells, what he really wants to make sure is that this football operation is stable with General Manager Jeff Ireland and Tony Sperano before he does that. But for those who know the tuna, I think it'll be a real surprise if Parcells does not walk after this season, the 2009 season, but he's got to feel good about where they are as an organization before he does that.
That's a long way off, although
it'll go
seen him here
fast.
a couple times, and who knows? We'll keep a light on for him, Mort, but we'll see. Let's go to the Colts here quickly. Anthony Gonzalez, fine young slot receiver, out with the knee injury. Of course, Marvin Harrison not there. Are they concerned about replacing Gonzalez in this passing game?
No, Colts fans were wondering if the Colts would go out and get Marvin Harrison, try to bring him back in, and they didn't even think about it. And 2 reasons why are, you know, rookie receiver Austin Collie, who starts tonight, and second-year wide receiver Pierre Garçon. Now, Collie is a guy, he's a rookie. He's from BYU. He served on one of those 2-year missions, so he's not, you know, he's an older type of rookie. They actually think he will be the next Brandon Stokely, but not this year. He's not ready to be Brandon Stokely yet, the former Colts wide receiver now in Denver. Whereas Pierre Garçon, and get this, the Colts believe he can be a stronger, more explosive Reggie Wayne. He is the guy they are pretty excited about in terms of giving him big plays. He can play in the slot. He can certainly play outside. Interesting thing about him, he's a former Division III player from Mount Union in Ohio. They drafted him in the 6th round in 2008. And if you know Bill Polian's track record as the GM of the Colts or anywhere he's been, he usually hits on these guys, Boomer.
Well, Garçon, there's a fly pattern in my soup. I had to try it, Mort. Back with you a little bit later on. Oui. Still ahead, the Patriots got swamped by the Jets' defense at the Meadowlands. Is this the blueprint to beat New England? And still early in the season, there are plenty of plays that made us have an eyebrow-raising Sunday. Why the refs made this week's Come On, Man! We'll be back.
You are watching Monday Night Countdown, served by Applebee's.
This is a Honda Pilot, and this is the Chevy Traverse. It has more cargo space than Pilot, and Traverse beats Honda on highway gas mileage too. More fuel efficient and 30% more room. Maybe Traverse can carry that stuff too.
The Chevy Traverse, America's best crossover. Introducing the 60-day satisfaction guarantee. Buy a new Chevy, and if you don't love it, we'll take it back.
It's not enough that you see the game. You gotta feel, hear, own every move. Be so close to it. You're knocked over on every play.
Presenting the Samsung LED TV. Real 240 hertz clarity. In your face LED brilliance.
The NFL, that's how I see it.
The Samsung LED TV. It's football in hyper-real.
Rated T for teen.
They call us
heroes. But when we turn our powers against each other, who will save us from ourselves?
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2.
Whoa, welcome to Taco Bell.
A $1.99? 2 half-pounders, please.
To be honest, Mr. Holyfield, even someone your size only needs one.
Yeah, but I'm taking my mama to lunch.
Just one and you're done. Taco Bell's new $1.99 half-pounders. Whoa, featuring the new Nacho Crunch Burrito. For just $1.99, you get double the seasoned beef and all the good stuff. Think outside the bun.
On the 1st of October, the music industry hits London. IMG's British Music Week is a chance to spot talent and make contacts to the soundtrack of the most exciting new music in the UK. Right now, somewhere in the world is a great business opportunity. And with over 130 destinations worldwide, British Airways are there to help you to do business face to face. Discover more at BA.com.
We lost my chin strap. You know how long it takes to mold and fit a chin strap? At least a month.
At least at play.
Y'all fix this yourselves. Y'all, it's good stuff. Watch this block by the kid here.
I see you, Big Daddy. I see you, Big Daddy.
I'm mic'd up.
You're mic'd up?
Oh, yeah.
Shut up.
No, I am. They're gonna have it. It's good. I mean, it was better than Desperate Housewives.
Peyton Manning, his first game in Miami since winning the Super Bowl MVP. The Colts beat the Bears in Super Bowl 41. More on Peyton's Colts. Michelle Tafoya this evening at Team Report. Good evening to you, Michelle.
Well, good evening, Chris. And as you've noted, for the first time in 7 years, the Colts are thin at wide receiver. Look for Peyton Manning to rely heavily tonight on Pro Bowler Reggie Wayne and tight end Dallas Clark. Now, after that, he's got rookie Austin Collie, who will start tonight. He's got second-year man Pierre Garçon. And he's got former Eagles wide receiver Hank Baskett, who just signed Thursday. He is a quick study. He will be active tonight, but will probably play very little. Now, Manning has said the two young receivers have been good in practice, but Chris, he said until he sees them on 3rd and 8 with a throw to the back shoulder down the sideline, he really doesn't know what he has.
All right, Michelle, thank you. We look forward to your reports coming up. Patriots, Jets. Patriots have won every game in the Meadowlands since 2000. Tom Brady, deep. Randy Moss, but Darrelle Revis, boy, what a corner he plays, huh, fellas? Makes the pick with a score 3-0 pass to the first quarter. Sanchez and Jericho Country, and the Jets came out smoking in the third quarter. You could see their tempo, you could see their confidence down to the 11, and then 2 plays later, Sanchez to Dustin Keller. Back for the touchdown, and it's 10-9. Fourth quarter. Fred Taylor, no Brian Thomas and Bart Scott say. And a fourth to punt. 3 and out. The Patriots 3rd and 11. Brady's blitz incomplete. And then, under 2 minutes to go, 4th and 10. Brady under pressure, and forget it. Joey Galloway can get Dwight Lowery makes it. And what a win for Rex Ryan and the Jets. And young Mark Sanchez, 16-9. The Jets, the only team in the division, 2-0. Jets defense against Andre Johnson last week. Houston, Randy Moss yesterday. You see the numbers, not a lot from 2 of the most talented receivers in all of pro football. But more on why Tom Brady and company were seeing green yesterday, here's Trent Dilfer.
Hey, Boom, the success of the New England Patriots passing game is all about protecting Tom Brady. Now, there's two components to executing that protection. One, the obvious, you got to block the guys that are coming. But the second component is equally important, and that's the tactical aspect. You got to direct your offensive linemen in the direction of the most potentially dangerous rushers. And the genius behind Rex Ryan and his New York Jets defense is they create an illusion of rushers coming from both sides. So in this first picture, what you're going to see is 1, 2, 3, 4 Jet pass rushers to the center and weak side for them. So what's Tom Brady's answer? He's going to direct 4 offensive linemen to pick up those rushers. Makes sense, right? Well, let's look what happens post-snap as we clear that and let the play unfold. At the snap of the ball, the pictures change, and they change fast. Now, when he comes up off the play fake, what's happened? 3 of those pass rushers that he directed his offensive line to have dropped off in coverage. And on the other side now, where he didn't think he had a protection issue, he has 4 rushers. What does this do? This creates a free runner by Jim Leonard. And it's also, you've eaten up 4 blockers on the weak side to block 1 Jet. And on the strong side, you have 3 rushers to block 4. Now, as you let this play unfold, you're going to see Jim Leonard coming free, get a hit on Tom Brady, and what's this result in? A rush throw, an interception. Now, why is the tactical so important? Because if you get the quarterback to think at the line of scrimmage too much and not play fast and not react, even Tom Brady is going to make mistakes. And that's why the New York Jets defense gives Tom Brady issues.
Well, the Jets defense, thank you very much, Trent. Always interesting. The Jets home to the 0-2 Titans, at New Orleans, then Miami on Monday Night Football, but they're the only team in the division that's 2-0. So let's look at that game. Depressed, not the right word, or questions about the Patriots, or more impressed with the Jets? Which way, Chris?
Well, I'm very, very impressed with the Jets, but what I saw yesterday in the game was I saw a quarterback that wasn't very comfortable with pressure around him, or I saw a quarterback who was not committed to sitting in there and throwing the ball in the pocket. Early in the football game, tight end on the shallow cross, he gets it to him, gonna be an easy first down, didn't drive his knee to the target, which typically you see with Tom Brady. Here late in the game in the fourth quarter, still the same thing, fading off of his throws. When you are a quarterback, you have to sit in there, look at your target, take your beating like a man. Now, the last game I saw Tom Brady lose was the New York Giants in the Super Bowl. He sat in there like a quarterback is supposed to do and took his beating. Yesterday, I saw a guy who just was never really comfortable with the pressure that was around him.
Well, gang, you know, I'd like to believe it's about the Patriots, but it's not. It's about the Jets. They sent a message to the whole AFC. No, they're here. They're the big boys on the block right now. They're going to play football a certain way now. If you can get rid of the ball in 2.2 seconds, and Tom will cover this later, good luck to you, because you're not going to have time to throw it. They're coming after you. They believe you killed the snake by cutting off the head, and that means you get the quarterback out of there. Now, that might sound rough, cruel, whatever. That's the way they're going to play football. And these guys have bought into what Rex Ryan is doing. And I'm telling you, they're going to be tough.
You know what, Boom? I wasn't impressed at all with the New York Jets and their defense, because I expected for them to play that way because of Rex Ryan and his background and the things that he could cause the havoc, things that he can do. On the other side, a little concerned about the New England Patriots and Tom Brady in the offense. This is the first time that I've had an opportunity to see Tom Brady at quarterback look a little rattled, not, you know, feeling like Tom Brady of old. I didn't sense or see the swagger over the last 2 games with Tom Brady. And then I watched his post-game press conference. I listened to him a little bit, and I still don't feel like he believes that this offense is the offense of 2007.
Well, my concern is for the Pats. You're talking about human nature. You come back off the knee surgery, certainly it's going to affect you in some way for a while. Trent talked to you about scheme. You're talking about pressure from the Jets. This is the entire story of what you saw happen to New England's offense yesterday. You need about 2.5 seconds, and that's pretty quick, to get rid of the football. I'm going to take the last play of the game. When the Jets defense is worn down and you look in that lower left-hand corner, I'm going to show you what Tom Brady had to work with. He goes back, and in 1.84 seconds, the defense is on him. He has no opportunity to scan that field, to look, to see anything that's going on in front of him. The ball is being delivered before he wants it to be delivered. Guys are not out of their routes. And if you have the opportunity to do that, you can be successful. Key, every team is not going to be able to do that to them. Everybody is not going to have the personnel nor the scheme to do that to him. And when he has 2.5 to 3 seconds to get rid of it, those teams are going to suffer.
Well, they didn't have their blitz buster in Wes Welker, because typically what they do is run the bubble screen. That negates team from blitzing them. Wes Welker was not there. I was really surprised at the overall scheme and strategy to still stay wide open when you don't have the best slot receiver in football.
But it's what they do.
You do really know. Edelman is not Wes Welker. You don't come from playing quarterback at Kent State to getting the ball thrown to you 16 times against the Jets and dominate the game. You just don't replace Wes Welker.
I don't think Bill Belichick forgets how to coach. I don't think Tom Brady forgets how to play quarterback. They will adjust. The Jets' key, I will give you, and coach and everyone, defensively, we pretty much knew that they would be stout. Of course. But look, this is Coach Bill Belichick against a rookie quarterback, and we had a graphic up yesterday morning about how he feasts on them, and this is how it began for Mark Sanchez. The opening Jets play from scrimmage, and it's almost a complete disaster. It's a fumble. It goes back. Only Faneca, supposing that's Will Fork for a touchdown. We don't know. So they're down 9-3, but something happened at halftime. We can do this. And they came out with that zip, which we showed you before. Sanchez to Cotchery. Then after another play, Sanchez to Dustin Keller. It just was, it's as if they came out, we now really believe we can win this game. Saw it in the body motion, saw it in the way they played, and they're 2-0. And now you know why Pete Carroll said he wasn't ready to come out. He wasn't ready to have him come out. That's about right.
You cannot win in this league with just one side of the ball, gang. I'm telling you. You got to have balance. They got to have good defense. They got to have good offense. They got to have good special teams also if they want to get to the big game.
But so far, so good for them, and I like New England's chances to figure it out. Up next, Joey Porter gets to the quarterback and then tells you about it. Unmasking Joey, doing what he does best, trash talking. Coming up in a flash, Heat All-Star Dwayne Wade visits our set in Florida. We'll explain why he's in a very good mood. We'll be back.
After last year's stunning upset, number 5 Penn State looks for revenge as they battle the Hawkeyes in Happy Valley. Saturday Night Football on ABC. Iowa Penn State, Saturday at 8 Eastern. College football lives here.
The NASCAR Nationwide Series at Dover, Saturday at 3 on ESPN2.
We need a new grid.
More than half the energy never reaches a single light bulb. Is that true?
It's true. We need a smarter grid.
Smarter thermostats.
Smarter utility meters. Smarter houses.
Smarter cities. Smarter infrastructure. Smarter networks. Connect them all together. And what do you got? Smarter energy grid. Smarter planet.
Wasting less energy. That's what I'm working on. I'm an IBMer.
Let's build a smarter planet.
We all have confidence. We all have doubt. But when the moment comes, what's gonna win? Here's to confidence.
I've been dreaming of dreaming.
Gillette helps you look, feel, be your best. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Can I help you? Yeah, I promised my wife I'd spend the whole day looking for the best price on a new LG washer dryer.
On the Appliance Research Center, I can check the competition, guarantee the lowest price, have you out of here in no time.
That's awesome. Hey, what's that all about?
Those are other husbands spending their day searching for the best price.
Yeah! We do the work, you get the best deal guaranteed. Save 20% on all Maytag, Whirlpool, and KitchenAid appliances. Sears, life well spent.
1759. To Arthur Guinness for 250 years. To Arthur.
To Arthur! To Arthur! To Arthur! To
Join the worldwide celebration with the Guinness 250 Anniversary Stout. Available for a limited time only.
Introducing the NFL Legacy Collection. inspired by the AFL 50th anniversary. Authentic game jerseys, t-shirts, jackets, and other gear. Available at select retailers and NFLshop.com. You want the NFL? Go to the NFL.
Welcome back to Monday Night Countdown, served by Applebee's.
Respect is earned. You know, it's self-explanatory. And respect is not earned, you know, 1 day or 2 days. Respect is earned every night that you step on a basketball court. Being in the zone is like it's an out-of-body experience, you know. I can't really explain it.
Wade puts it up for the win! Yeah, baby! He did it!
So what's an NBA All-Star doing on the set with the pregame Monday Night Football show? Well, Dwayne Wade, he led the league in scoring last year. He's a former NBA Finals MVP. He won gold with LeBron and Kobe last summer at the Olympics, and he's the biggest name athlete here in South Florida. Plus, what are you, 6'4", 210?
I weigh a little more than that.
That's wide receiver size.
Oh, yeah, I think I could do a little something.
What's the best thing you ever did on a football field?
Well, the best thing I ever did was stop playing football and pick up a basketball. But I enjoyed my time playing in high school football. It was just good. The camaraderie was great. But best thing I did was hang my jersey up.
All right. Now, even though we're here in Miami, in Dolphin Country, everybody knows D-Wade, you're from Chicago. Sure. So the Bears are your team.
The Bears.
Big beatdown win over the world champs on Sunday.
I mean, I tweeted yesterday. I told Big Ben, I said, I love you, man, but I love my Bears more. That was a great win, a gutsy win at home in front of our hometown team. So yesterday was a great day for me.
All right, I'm going to give you your Sports Center moment. We're going to do the highlight, but it's not going to be we, because I do it at night. I'm tired. I'm going to take it off. Your highlight, Chicago Bears over the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right, let's see what we got.
Let's take a look. Dwayne Wade in the house.
Oh, Jay Cutler and my Bears at home facing the Steelers. Here we go. All right, Rothenberg handed off to Mendenhall. He takes the handoff, finds a huge hole, takes it way down the tube, but he don't get in. That was a good run. But later in the quarter, same score. Cutler finds Johnny Knox. Yes, sir. That's our rookie. He's good. Later in the fourth, watch this mixed field goal by Jeffrey. Wide left. We all going crazy at this moment. 3:18 on the clock, and the Bears are about to drive.
There's something called objectivity, but go ahead.
It's all right. All right. Look at Matt. Okay, watch Matt. All right, that was a good swing by Harrison, but Greg Olsen recovers the ball for the Bears. And look at this. Robbie Gold is gold. That's the moment we start screaming, hands up. We was like this.
Bears win at 17-14, but you didn't give me any stats. I mean, what did Jay Cutler do?
Jay Cutler. Yeah. We passed the ball a lot. He passed the ball 38 times. But our receiver stepped up to the plate, caught the ball 27 times yesterday. Very good play. I think he threw for 236 yards, and he had 2 touchdowns.
All right.
My man Jay.
Quit showing off. Quit bragging. Does his Sports Center job pretty well. What you do best is hoops. Coming up this year, everyone is going to be talking about next summer, 2010.
Yeah.
Big name for free agents. You, LeBron, topped the class. Everybody's wondering where you're going. Rumors about going to New York. Rumors about going back home to Chicago. How are you going to focus on what the Miami Heat have to do this year when everywhere you go, they're going to be asking you about, Dwayne, what are you doing next summer?
Well, that's the decision that I made to not sign my extension yet and wait till next summer. So, I think in my mind, I thought that, you know what, when I'm on the court, I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to make sure my teams know that I'm here. This is where I want to be. But it's just the business side of things, and everyone has to understand that. So I deal with it, and sometimes I have fun with it. Sometimes I get straight to the point. But at the end of the day, this is where I want to be, and I told Miami that. So it's just the business side of things we have to wait on.
All right, training camp starts with the Miami Heat in about a week. But if Peyton Manning needs some help at wideout later in the night, Peyton, just tap him on the shoulder, give him a call. He'll put on a shoulder pads. Boom.
Pretty good. Man, talking some football, that's for sure. And nice to see the two of you guys. Back to you shortly, Stu. The Steelers could have used linebacker Joey Porter yesterday to help put some pressure in that game on Jay Cutler with his Steel City days behind him. Porter has been wreaking havoc on quarterbacks in Miami. The 4-time Pro Bowler is coming off a career-high 17.5 sacks last year. And if you forget that fact, he might be the first to remind you. It's because Joey's bark could be as dangerous as his bite.
As a player, the worst thing you can do is lose control. The worst nightmare is letting the puppet master into your head.
There you go. You ain't did nothing.
See myself in the role as a puppet master because once I get in some of these guys' heads, they can't handle it. That's the control I need.
Who you looking at? You don't know me. Staring at me like you know me, and you gonna get to know me though. We're gonna see if you gonna be talking when I get over there. You got about 30 minutes.
I'm looking for my Huckleberry. Somebody I can pick on, somebody I can talk to get me going for the game. But the extra motivation is that person who so-called want to be the boss of their team. They don't come to the 40 to see me about it, and I already know I got it.
Yeah, we're gonna see what it really feels like now. All that talking was good. Come over here then. Come over here. I see your coach got you way over there on the 20.
Joey Porter rule. They had 50 and we had 50. You stretch, we stretch. Joey Porter rule came out about 03. You have to leave that 15, 20 yards of air between the players because it got confrontational in there at points in times to where somehow somebody crossed the limits. When you start backing up to the 25-yard line, I already know I'm in your head, in the coach's head. So sometimes you just catch me out there talking to myself, but they can hear me. Their voice travel a long way, and the bite is more vicious than the bark.
My house, my time now, baby. Let's go. Don't let them say that, coach. I told you, don't get him started. Don't get him started. Ain't starting now. Yeah, you hear me? We'll come over here then. If you don't get him, I'm gonna get him.
Don't talk to him. That's what he wants. That's how he gets going. Don't listen to him. The advantage he gives me on the football field is once I'm in his head like that, to where I can smell the fear, I already know that you're scared. And it's going to trickle throughout your team. Now, at this point in time, all it takes for me to make one big play, and the whole team will go fall.
It goes down. Joey backed up the talk.
I show no mercy. I take it to whatever limit you got to take it to win the game. The good guy's not going to do that. You got to have the bad guy, the villain, who's going to make a small sacrifice that's going to send a big message. Are you ready?
There you go.
Do you have what it takes? Game on.
There go the Huckleberry.
And Joey just might be ready tonight to chase that man. More in tonight's matchup between Peyton Manning's Colts and Joey Porter and the Dolphins. Plus Peyton and Reggie Wayne in the video game world. Our EA Sports Playbook on what makes Manning Dwayne White. We'll be back.
It's Applebee's 2 for $20, the one deal in the neighborhood where you get real food. Featuring a half rack of our new double glazed baby back ribs with your choice of sauces. Get one full-size appetizer and 2 real entrees for just $20. It's 2 for $20, only at Applebee's.
Struggling with credit card debt? Are you worried about making your monthly payments? Stop the harassing calls. Legally reduce your debt. Feel the freedom of debt-free living. Call the Financial Future Network now and secure your family's future today.
Hey, Steve.
What's up, Kate?
Hey, would you characterize your speed as explosive or incendiary?
What'd you say?
Hold on.
What'd you ask?
I think that answers it. Incendiary.
Need anything else?
Thanks. I'm good. I got my answer. Wait a minute. How do you spell?
Did you say something?
Is this one of those I before E words?
Football star Michael Trainer was at the top of his game.
I'm Michael Trainer, I have it all.
Until he lost everything.
Well, I had it all. The only thing I own is this house.
Well, now, technically, you signed that over to us, but that's not important right now.
Now he's back where he started.
You know what you should do with your 2 front teeth? Introduce them.
Living at home with his parents.
Cut me some slack, man. I'm retired, all right?
Not as my son, you're not, so get there and get your old man a beer.
Welcome home, Mike. Brothers premieres this Friday at 8/7 Central on Fox.
In the Clutch is brought to you by Gillette, the best a man can get.
Eric Allen. Ray Lewis, great in the clutch Sunday against the Chargers. Ravens up 5, 37 seconds to go. Darren Sproles tried to go in for it, and Ray Lou put that heat on them. Find out how your favorite athletes prepare for success. Go to ESPN.com and search Locker Room Report. Ray Lewis, great in the clutch. Back here at Monday Night Countdown, Stuart Scott, Steve Young, Matt Millen. Guys, there are 4 teams that were 2-0 that did not make the playoffs last year. Jets, Saints, Broncos, 49ers. We're going to find out if you think that they're for real or not. Basically, pretender, contender. Legit or just messing around? Steve, we're going to start with you. Contender, pretender. New York Jets.
Contender. They put pressure on the defense like that. They don't give a cent. The whole fourth quarter, you saw with the game on the line, continuously harassing Tom Brady. And now with a young quarterback that's good feet, good poise, nice third down. He doesn't have to do a lot. He just has to control the downside. Don't lose games for this team, and the Jets are contenders. Oh, no, Jet fans.
Yeah, I'm with you. I hate to say it. I think they're a contender, and there's a lot of reasons. The main reason, though, this team is starting to play with a lot of confidence, and Rex Ryan is the guy who's instilled it. And I think they're just going to get better as the year goes on.
Jets haven't given up an offensive touchdown all year. All right, Matt, Saints, contender, pretender.
Oh, not even close. This team is my Super Bowl pick. This team with Breeze is the hottest quarterback in the National Football League. They rush the passer. If they don't get hurt, if they stay healthy, they're in the Super Bowl.
Hey, look, let me tell you, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and Drew Brees, stop it. Say it from now on and quit underrating this kid. He's an all-timer, and he's playing great football.
All right, let's go to the Broncos. Steve, contender, pretender, Broncos.
I think they're pretenders. I think they've had too much transition. They've got way much, everything's new there right now, and I believe in the long run they will not be able to stand up both offensively and defensively. But hey, 2-0, much better start than you suspected.
I'm with you. I think they're pretenders. I think as the season goes on, they'll start to show their flaws. But Josh McDaniel, you've done a very good job with this group, and they're believing in themselves.
All right, now it's time for you all's team. The 49ers, contenders or pretenders, Steve?
All right, well, you know what? League-wide, they're probably a pretender, but in this conference, they are now contenders. That man right there, Frank Gore with that running game, and this is an underrated defense. This defense will punch you in the mouth every weekend, and they're playing that way because of Mike Singletary. So until further notice, contender.
Yeah, well, to me, I think they're a pretender, but I like all the things they're doing. I'm a big fan of Mike Singletary. I just don't think they're quite there yet offensively. They do run the football well.
All right, speaking of doing well, on this field, this man set a Super Bowl record with 6 touchdown passes back in Super Bowl 29. Did it on this field. I forgot about that. Really? Really?
Yeah, I actually did. I was thinking about the Super Bowl this year.
Let me get that monkey off.
Appreciate that.
Still ahead here on Monday Night Countdown. The NFL's reigning MVP is surrounded by new faces. Why he should not expect a big drop-off this season. And a special, come on, man, key. We widen our scope in a far-reaching edition of head-scratching plays. We'll be right back when all the fellas will say, come on, man.
NFL.com. Play free fantasy football at NFL.com/fantasy.
Adaptive friction extinguishers? And hypertronic wear resistors? Seriously?
I use one that offers an engine guarantee.
Yeah.
Only Valvoline guarantees your engine up to 300,000 miles. Get Valvoline. Get guaranteed.
Alex put out the recycling on Recycling Day. Alex, you are the sizzle. Joni did the entire crossword in pen. Sizzle, Joni, sizzle. Rick refilled the paper in the copier. both trays. Way to sizzle, Rick. Be the sizzle with McDonald's Sausage McMuffin with egg. Sizzling sausage, a fresh cracked egg, and melting cheese on a toasty English muffin. Sizzle on.
Room service?
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again.
Geronimo! Ta-da!
With up to 40% off on hotels, you can afford a real vacation and save an additional $100 or more when you book with any American Express card. Travelocity, you'll never roam alone.
Huge week this week.
A showdown on South Beach. Colts and Dolphins.
Two legendary franchises.
One with a whole new look.
As long as you have number 18, you're going to be just fine.
And one with a look from the 40s.
Patriots unable to stop this play all day long.
A battle of AFC powers.
Welcome back, everybody, to Monday Night Countdown, served by Applebee's. Tom, consistency. Is there a better word to describe the Colts in the last decade? Indy has made the playoffs an NFL best 7 straight seasons. Even though some of the scenery around Peyton Manning has changed, no Tony Dungy, of course, no Marvin Harrison, Indy's winning ways continue. With a victory tonight, the Colts will extend their regular season win streak to 11, and Manning will win his 119th game, which would tie him for 5th all-time with another quarterback who's pretty good for the Colts, Johnny Unitas. What would happen if Peyton wore the high tops? We saw that once for the league. Don't let that happen again. Let him wear it. For more on Manning, let's send it down to the guys calling the game a little old-style football this year, just like Johnny U. Mike Tirica, Ron Jaworski, Coach John Gruden. Fellas?
Thank you, Boomer. Good evening, everyone. A nice warm night here in South Beach. A bunch of celebs out. A little buzz around Miami. But let's get back to what Boomer was talking about and the Colts in general and Manning in specific. You know, over the years in watching this offense with you, Jaws, you've always pointed out that it's a tough offense to stop, but it's not necessarily the most complex, complicated offense in the NFL, and you're going to show us how it can make defenses pay.
Yeah, it really is a simple offense by alignment, but Peyton Manning always gets everyone into the right play. You know, he has instant recall. He knows exactly what the defense is going to do. Then he has application. He rents space in the defense's mind. Let me go back to last weekend's Jacksonville. Here you see the play early in the second quarter. Just a little stretch, run to the left. You see the ball extension. Really nothing much going on here. The crack block by Reggie Wayne. The play is going to gain 4 or 5 yards. Fast forward to the fourth quarter. Same area of the field, same look. Ball extension. You think it's run? You think it's crack? It's the fake crack post. That's how the Colts get their touchdown. The thing about Peyton Manning, he catalogs everything in his mind early in the ball game. Later in the game, he gets to the line of scrimmage, he sees that look, and he takes advantage of it. If you're Jeremiah Bell or Jabril Wilson tonight, you better stay disciplined or Peyton will whoop you.
Yeah, as every safety who's faced Peyton Manning over this last decade knows, it's a long night, and usually you end up on the short end of it. Hey, Marvin Harrison caught a bunch of those passes, but he is effectively retired. He's not coming back to the Colts. So that puts a lot of attention on a guy who deserves it in Reggie Wayne.
No one talks about Reggie Wayne. Since 2004, nobody has more yards receiving in football than Reggie Wayne. And in this no-huddle offense, Reggie Wayne is going to be lined up to the left all night. And I just checked the matchups. He's going to see a lot of a rookie corner, Sean Smith, number 24 out of Utah. And I've been taking a good look at Smith on tape. And I went back into the laboratory, and let me tell you, this guy has long arms and incredible ball skills. This guy is an outstanding athlete. He will be tested tonight by Peyton Manning. The scouting report doesn't lie, though. This guy's a size-speed project, and the Dolphins are ecstatic about him.
You don't see many 6'3" cornerbacks. They've got Devontae Davis, their first-round pick, who will also play over on that left side, but they both see Reggie Wayne, and that may mean they're in for a long night. We'll see when we see you at the bottom of the hour. Chris for the Dolphins and the Colts here from Miami.
All right, fellas, Landshark Stadium. Isn't that Jimmy Buffett's? Beware of Margaritaville down there, please. Colts. Okay, now what do we expect for them this season, Tom, with all the changes?
Well, I think they've got to run the football, and I always say this, to be successful, even though Peyton Manning is their quarterback. As long as they have Manning and Bill Polian running that organization, I think Jim Caldwell is going to flourish, and I think they win double-digit games. I don't know if they win 12, but I think they win double-digit games.
What I would say, I don't know what they're going to be defensively. They say they're going to be more aggressive. You know, are they going to be more blitzing, not cover two typically like Tony Dungy? I like to see a defense that can stop people in critical situations, which they have yet to prove to me.
I think they take a slight step back. Anytime you lose, have a major change, and you lose somebody like a coach Tony Dungy, it's something. I don't care what anybody says. You're going to lose something. So I still think that they're a double-digit win football team, but it's a different type of team. The staff is Jim Caldwell now, and so you'll see things a little bit different.
Yeah, but Jim Caldwell knows if it isn't broke, don't fix it. And he ain't going to change a lot of stuff. This thing is not broke. I mean, you got Peyton Manning, you got those receivers, got two great running backs.
Don't have no receivers
defensively.
Now.
Well,
don't have no receivers.
You got one receiver that's pretty good. They just talked.
They got
Clark. Has more yards since 2004 than anybody in the league. Now, if that's not a receiver, Chris, I don't know what a receiver is.
No, they're okay.
They got pretty good tight ends.
They got some pretty good weapons.
He's really good.
They just need to learn how to run the football.
You know, if Peyton was all upset in the offseason, well, we lost our coaches, Tom Moore and Howard Mudd, but they're back as coaching consultants, but they're really there. So what I'm trying to say is they're fine.
Yes,
it's the same kind of offense. You'll see they drafted a little bigger defensively. Now, how that plays out as the year goes on, that's a little different than what the Colts did under Tony Dungy.
And that's already changes right there.
Yeah, Larry Coyer, defensive coordinator, was a coach at Iowa when Caldwell was an undergrad there. Just going back there. But for more on the matchup, back to the fish tank. And Stuart Scott.
Hey, Boom, as Susie Colbert mentioned earlier in the show, it's a birthday today. Happy one-year birthday to the Wildcat formation. September 21st, 2008. The Dolphins were in New England. The Dolphins were 0-2, and Ronnie Brown lined up like an old-school single-wing attack, 113 yards, 4 touchdowns, and they ended New England's 21-game regular season winning streak. Matt, we're going to see the Wildcat again, but it won't be a surprise tonight.
No, not at all. And here's the thing about the Wildcat. Nothing is new under the sun, okay? Anything that's been going on in pro football for a long time. But what happened last year was they caught him off guard. You won't catch him off guard anymore. The difference with the Wildcat right now is what Dan Henning, the offensive coordinator, does. He uses it with an unbalanced line. That's really what messes you up. And then the bottom line is, in regular football, when you just come out quarterback, two backs, two wides, it's really 11 on 10. When you have the Wildcat, it's 11 on 11, so the numbers start to favor you. That's what Henning will do. He'll just start to balance things up, unbalance the offensive line, and get the numbers right.
11 on 11 with the quarterback out wide, Matt. It doesn't matter.
You still have to account for it.
It doesn't matter. It's a fad because in the NFL, unless you have a guy taking the snap who can legitimately throw the football, the Wildcat's a fad. The Wildcat gets very interesting to me.
But if it's a fad, why are so many teams using it?
Because it's a little bit of a change-up. That's what a fad is. In the end of the day, you give me Pat White back there or somebody who can actually throw the football, the Wildcat gets a lot more interesting for me. Otherwise, the speed of the game, if you have a running back running this thing, they will defend it, and it won't be. A year from now, I don't think we'll be talking about the Wildcat in its present form. You're going to have to find people like Michael Vick or like Pat White, or I would have loved to run the Wildcats. I mean, I just believe that you're going to have to get somebody who can throw the football.
I agree with that. And you have to have an athlete back there, but let me tell you something. You line up wide, you better cover you.
Okay. Well, I mean, you don't
that's the bottom line.
Chad Pennington, you don't have to cover.
No, you still have to put a guy out there. You still have to account for him. You can't leave him alone. They'll throw him the football. That's not the problem.
Defensive guy.
Oh, you know what? Quarterbacks are all the same.
The Dolphins are still not the Dolphins that we've been used to over the last few years. Executive Vice President Bill Parcells and head coach Tony Sperano came in 2008. There are only 17 Dolphins, including Jason Taylor, who were with the team prior to that. Time now for a team's report. We got reports on both teams, starting with Michelle Tafoya, who's with the Colts.
Well, Stu, Colts wide receiver Reggie Wayne got a wonderful performance last week. 10 catches, 162 yards, and Peyton Manning will lean on him again heavily tonight. And the favorable matchup for Reggie Wayne is good because he's going against two rookie cornerbacks for Miami. Vontae Davis and Sean Smith will be rotating back there on Reggie Wayne. They should get an intense rookie education tonight from Wayne. Now for more on the Dolphins, here's Susie Colbert.
Michelle, the other key matchup, left tackle Jake Long, who struggled against the rush last week against Dwight Freeney, who ate a young lineman for lunch in week 1. So Long has worked hard. They have a linebacker, Cameron Wake, who's kind of has the same body type as Freeney. Well, they used him to try to simulate the speed. Tony Sperano, a former offensive lineman, he even went one-on-one with Long at practice and said he walked away with some bruises. But Sperano's message, go challenge him. Don't give him so much room to build up a head of steam. He said, take away his air. Chris, the line was, shut off the air.
Okay, Suze, we'll pay attention tonight. Thank you. You and Michelle enjoy the game. Peyton Manning, Colts getting ready. For more on Manning and why his favorite target, Reggie Wayne, straight out of the Batcave, is even more important now. Here's Tom virtually.
Boom. With no Anthony Gonzalez in the Colts lineup, Reggie Wayne has become more of a focal point for Peyton Manning. You take a look here at the bottom of the screen. It's a little bubble screen. You get the ball in his hands, let him use that athleticism and get upfield. Next shot is bunch formation. He used to be the guy going vertical. Now there are two guys clearing for him. He goes underneath, a la Marvin Harrison. Here in our EA Sports Virtual Playbook, let's talk about how the Colts get Reggie Wayne open. It begins, he's on the trip side. Now he goes in motion, which assures that he is not going to be jammed at the line of scrimmage. As he begins to run this route, you see he and Dallas Clark almost shoulder to shoulder. Great combo route. Dallas Clark now going to hook up, and Reggie Wayne going to go get to second level. As he gets to second level, great job of Peyton Manning delivering the football. A lot of what you may see tonight. When you think about the Miami Dolphins, who want to use their safeties as run support guys, I think that the middle of the field is where you may find big plays for the Indianapolis Colts. Boom.
All right, Tommy, thank you. And a special bonus edition of Come On. Now, look, this is what happens when USC makes a tackle. Washington's going to kick a field goal. We're celebrating your back to lose, King. What? Come on, man.
Hey, what do you want? It's over. 24
Celebrate
hour
what?
Hey, Coach speak.
All right.
24-hour rule.
All right, there's only one way to come back from that. Your own version. What did you see in week 2, Keith?
Week 2, it's bad. Let's go out to the Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Third quarter, Chiefs punter Dustin Colquitt punched the ball deep down the field. It looks like an easy opportunity for the Chiefs to down the ball inside the 5-yard line. But take a look at this. A bunch of Chiefs are around, and the guy kicks the ball in there. Monty Beazle, what are you doing? The team, come on, man.
Key Bills Patriots last Monday night opening kickoff. You've waited all offseason for it. George Wilson, great kid, special teams captain. I'm concentrating so much, I forgot to go down and cover the kick. I'm ready. Come on, man.
Trent Edwards drops back play action, looks down the right sideline. Perfect throw. Oh, what was that? Oh! What? Be careful what you ask for. Last week, criticized his quarterback. I don't know what he's getting ready to do right here, but I'm going to tell you the truth, boy. Come on, man.
Well, we got the Cardinals and the Jags. Fourth quarter, 4th and 13. David Grimes finds an open Nate Hughes in the end zone. Watch right. He scrambles, hits him right square in the face mask. And you can't catch it with your face mask, son. There's no hands on it. Come on, man.
But the referees, they had a rough weekend. Steelers, Bears, look, Scott Green, and he's the ref. The Bears gave him a timeout. And doink! Get rid of that. Jada, he's unfazed, right? Panthers, Falcons. Musin Muhammad knocks over umpire Garty Felice. And then, wouldn't you know it, here's Delhomme with another, it's not really a turnover, but Rosario into D. Felice. And then Muhammad went over and said, you know what, come on, man, and we really didn't mean that. See, the referee went, get out of here. Get away from me. Oh, man, week 2, come on, man. To our own come on, man. Mort, Adam, come on, man, what do you got?
Well, as everyone knows now, the 49ers have filed a tampering charge against the New York Jets, or at least asked the league to investigate tampering charges against the New York Jets for Michael Crabtree, their first-round pick, who was unsigned at this time. And this goes back to Deion Sanders. Yeah, Deion Sanders, who said 2 weeks ago that he knows that two teams were interested or talked trade about Michael Crabtree and would pay him the money. And the 49ers said, come on, man. They threw a red flag there. They know that Sanders is represented by Eugene Parker, who also represents Michael Crabtree. And so they filed this. They know the Jets were looking for what? Plaxico Burress. They were looking for Brandon Marshall. They were looking for a receiver. Well, this is tough to prove, as you know, Adam, because even if you get the phone logs and you have phone calls to Eugene Parker, well, Eugene Parker represents, well, at least represents one Jet client, Justin Keller as well. And the irony here is that the 49ers were one of the few teams this decade to get nailed for tampering. Last year, they lost a 5th-round draft pick and had to swap 3rd-round picks with the Bears for tampering with Lance Briggs.
And here's why they did it, essentially, more. When you look at it, basically, the San Francisco 49ers are looking at a situation where another team allegedly made an offer to Michael Crabtree that's more money than they offered him. So if that's the case, that raises his expectations and makes it nearly impossible for the 49ers to sign him, thus the tampering charges, and that's what we have. Now, obviously, a good day for the 49ers on Sunday, and they beat the Seattle Seahawks, but the Seattle Seahawks may lose their quarterback, Matt Hasselbeck. He's got a fractured rib. The Seahawks are uncertain whether he'll play Sunday. He suffered the injury on this play. Now, the Seahawks thought it could have been way worse. They thought initially there might have been some internal damage to his lungs or his liver or his kidney. Fortunately, he was okay there, but his rib was not fractured. They're saying he's iffy for Sunday's game against the Chicago Bears.
Well, everybody last night, the Cowboys-Giants game was talking about Wade Phillips calling the timeout to freeze Lawrence Tynes, the Giants kicker. Tynes makes it. Actually, he almost missed it just inside the left upright, but he had to re-kick because Phillips did one of those timeouts during that millisecond right before the kick was off. It was an epidemic a couple years ago. Remember, until Mike Shanahan on a Monday Night Football game against the Titans did one of those timeouts, and Rob Baronis of the Titans missed a 56-yarder badly, got to re-kick because of that, made it, and so coaches kind of chilled, and then this came up again. But the competition committee actually had a discussion about whether this was fair, whether this is fair for fans and what have you. But the bottom line is, what they figured out is, you can't call 2 timeouts during the same dead period when you're lining up for a field goal. It's an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. That's 2 during the same dead period. But you can't eliminate it altogether, Boomer, in the last 5 seconds, because what if one of those teams has 12 men on the field or 10 men on the field? They would need that timeout for that specific incident.
Means they can't count more. That's what it means if they have the 10 or 12.
It would be a come on man.
It would be come on not enough men, or come on too many men. We're taking you from the locker room to the turf. Our own field pass to tonight's game between the Dolphins and the Colts coming up.
This is Monday Night Countdown, served by Applebee's.
When it comes down to it, there's only one number that counts.
The chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup at Dover, Sunday at 1 Eastern on ABC.
ESPN360.com, your online home for live coverage of college football all season long.
There for you when you're in a tight spot.
Yes. No. Okay. Yes.
What does greatness taste like? Step up and order a Miller Lite aluminum pint.
Down into the end zone. He got it! Unbelievable! And it's going to be a touchdown!
There's light beer, and then there's triple hops brewed Miller Lite. Taste greatness.
This is unbelievable!
It's the Capital One Mascot Challenge.
Welcome to Mascot Boot Camp, ladies. Here you'll prepare for the Capital One Mascot Challenge.
Outstanding!
If you want to make Capital One National Mascot of the Year, you better step it up. Wipe those smiles off your faces.
Go to CapitalOneBowl.com to vote for your favorite mascot and watch the Capital One Bowl to see who wins.
Medic. What's in your wallet?
A single flash of a fraction of a moment. And in that moment, 30 million people will stand in the same pair of shoes. Because they all know that this moment might not be a moment at all. It might be the entire season. You want the NFL? Go to the NFL.
1759.
To Arthur Guinness for 250 years.
To Arthur.
To Arthur! To Arthur! To Arthur! To Arthur!
Join the worldwide celebration with the Guinness 250 Anniversary Stout. Available for a limited time only.
Celebrity paparazzi crush here in South Florida. Jennifer Lopez and her husband Mark Anthony arriving amid a sea of photographers. Jimmy Buffett also stopped by the set, say hello to us. You know how we roll. Just, you know, celebrities, South Florida. Hey, Field Pass, it's 86 degrees. It feels like 95, a very, very muggy night. But the Field Pass, every single bit of information that you need to know before the game, we got you covered. We're going to start with Peyton Manning. Steve, we know that Peyton is greatness personified. What makes him so?
Well, I think that anyone who wants to play quarterback needs to recognize that there is so much preparation that happens off the field. It is like, I went to law school, and I'm telling you, preparing for a football game is much more difficult than law school, and Peyton Manning takes it to the nth degree. He is Peyton Manning Esquire because he spends the time, and young quarterbacks don't understand the time it takes absolutely in the classroom, and he does it like no one else.
Chad Pennington, Tom. He knows how to win, and he made the Dolphins a much more professional team right away last year.
Well, boom, all of the things that he does right. Excellent reader of defenses. The guy has great courage, poise in the pocket. Two-time winner of the NFL Comeback Player of the Year award. I don't know how many people know this. 66% completion percentage. The highest in NFL history. So for all of the things that we say about Chad Pennington, boy, is he a winner in this league.
Boy, does he complete the passes, and Reggie Wayne likes to catch the passes, key from Peyton Manning.
You know, he's made the Pro Bowl the last 3 seasons, and Marvin Harrison isn't there anymore to lift some of the coverages, so he's going to have to be that security blanket for Peyton Manning. The young receivers are trying to come along. He's a perfect leader for them, and if things go astray with the young guys, Peyton Manning will always have Reggie Wayne in his back pocket.
Coach, you like those tight ends, and the Colts have one of the best in Dallas Clark.
Well,
Big target.
You know, exactly. He's a safety net guy. He's a guy that's going to run the seam route, the crossing route, the hookup. Not a great blocker. They don't ask him to block a lot. This guy is a great receiving tight end.
Chris, we saw before, he talks, but he plays some football too, Joey Porter.
Definitely one of the best trash talkers in the National Football League. A lot of people would also call this guy washed up before last season. A combined 12.5 sacks in season 206 and 207. Second in the NFL last year with 17.5. And he's enjoying the experience of playing with Jason Taylor. Said it's a true delight playing with a true warrior on the opposite end.
Speaking of a sack master, Dwight Freeney has to shoulder the defensive load for the Colts with Bob Sanders still out. Matt Millen, what is Dwight Freeney's key to just wreaking havoc?
Well, the biggest thing with Dwight Freeney and any player, any high school or college player watching him tonight, number one, he plays with great leverage. And I want you to watch him tonight against Jake Long because he'll stay nice and low and get underneath him. He has great speed. He's relentless. The guy is relentless. But most important, he uses you against you. Remember Reggie White? It looked like he was tossing guys all over the place?
Yeah.
That was just a matter of balance. That's the same thing Freeney does. He gets you off balance and then he hits you with that spin, comes back hard inside. He understands what every great pass rusher understands, and that's this. You cannot be effective outside if you don't take it inside. He does them both well.
Matt Stewart, Dwight Freeney, Tom, from
Bloomfield, Connecticut.
Minutes away from kickoff in Miami. Unlike last week, we don't all agree on who we think will win tonight. Picks coming up.
Monday Night Countdown is served by Applebee's. It's a whole new neighborhood. And in part by the GMC Sierra, the official vehicle of the NFL. And Snickers. Kick your hunger with Adam Nugateri.
It's Applebee's 2 for $20, the one deal in the neighborhood where you get real food. Because our 2 for $20 features a half rack of our new double-glazed baby back ribs, seasoned and slow-cooked to flavorful and tender perfection with your choice of sauces. And our juicy 7-ounce house sirloin, oriental chicken salad, boneless buffalo wings, and lots of other choices. Who says you can't have it all? Get 1 full-sized appetizer and 2 real entrees for just $20. It's 2 for $20, only at Applebee's. It's a whole new neighborhood.
If we're going to rebuild this country, we're going to need the truck that's been doing the job for the last 100 years. Sierra from GMC. Put it to the test with our 60-day satisfaction guarantee.
Oh, hey, Adam. Hey.
Kick your hunger with Adam Nugateri.
It's not enough that you see the game. You gotta feel, hear, own every move. Be so close to it. You're knocked over on every play.
Presenting the Samsung LED TV. Real 240 hertz clarity. In-your-face LED brilliance.
The NFL, that's how I see it.
The Samsung LED TV. It's football in hyper-real.
Now when you buy the 4 select Bridgestone Dueler tires you need, you'll receive up to a $100 Bridgestone Visa prepaid card by mail you can use to buy, well, whatever you want. For drivers who want to get the most out of their cars, it's Bridgestone or nothing.
Texas fight, Texas fight.
And it's goodbye to A&M.
Texas fight, and we'll put over one more win. Yeah, we're Texas, just north of Mexico, home of the armadillo, black gold and El Arroyo.
What is that?
It's just freestyling.
We don't freestyle Texas fight, big boy.
Think you know? Text CGD to 43776. ESPN College Game Day, built by the Home Depot, Saturdays at 10 a.m.
Oh, hey, Adam.
Hey.
Kick your hunger with Adam Nugateri.
Championship is brought to you by Snickers. Log on to ESPN.com. Search Snickers to pick Monday night's champion.
The championship standings. Barely, but we're all 1-0. Nice to come out of the gates like that. Let's start down in South Florida. Steve, what do you like tonight?
Hey, you know what? A year ago, the Colts were destabilized, and who took that team on their backs and took them those wins and willed them to that? Peyton Manning. I expect them to do the same thing as they're destabilized early this season. Peyton Manning and the Colts. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Colts also, but I'm going to look at it a little bit differently. I'm going to look for Freeney and Mathis on the outside, but a big deal now. They finally have some size on the inside. Both those Johnson guys are over 320. I expect that makes a difference in the running game.
You know, the Dolphins are one of a few teams that Peyton Manning does not have a winning record against. He's played them 11 times. His record against them just 4-7. He's Peyton Manning. I'm saying his record's going to 5-7 tonight, going with the Colts. Coach Ditka, what you got?
Well, I got the obvious. I'm taking the team that's going to win, and that's Indianapolis. That's the obvious.
Well, I'm going to go with the Miami Dolphins. I think that Peyton Manning tends to struggle. The last time a Bill Parcells run team played Peyton Manning, they beat him in Indianapolis.
Take away Reggie Wayne, 2 people on him the whole game. Take away the tight end, make someone else beat him. I'm going with the Fins.
Peyton Manning is one of the 2 or 3 best players in this league. Bill Polian may be the best executive. I'm taking the Colts.
As long as Peyton and company push the envelope, which I think they will, it'll be their night. 23-17. Indianapolis. Well, that's it. We're ready for some football at Land Shark Stadium. And so Land Shark, give me Buffett fear. Well, let's just say that come Monday, it'll be all right. I had to do it. Tom and I will be holding you tight later on Prime Time at halftime.
Hold it down.
Tom Jackson, Chris Carter, Key, Coach. I'm Chris Berman. Thanks for watching Monday Night Countdown. Now, down I-95, bang a left on A1A. Let's join our Monday Night gang and Mike Tirico. Michael.
Thank you, Chris. Warm, humid night here in South Florida for the Miami Dolphins home opener against Peyton Manning and the Indianapolis Colts on ESPN's Monday Night Football. Peyton Manning returns to the site of Super Bowl 41 glory. Can the Dolphins stop him tonight?
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord.
Welcome to ESPN's Monday Night Football launch, engineered by the GMC Sierra. From 1 win to 11 last year, the Miami Dolphins set to take off the top of the 2009 season with the Colts in town. With that, we say good evening and we welcome you to the wrap-up of Week 2 of this NFL season. You've got a Miami Dolphin team where there's a little bit of buzz and excitement around this place. New ownership, some celebrities that bought small pieces of the team that Bill Parcells has rebuilt on the field. They went worst to first because they took care of the ball last year. An NFL record-tying performance. 13 turnovers, but Week 1 against Atlanta, 4 turnovers. Next week, they go to San Diego. Put that together. Important game tonight. And here come the Colts. Used to be able to write down the Colts for double-digit wins, a playoff appearance, almost guaranteed. Maybe some questions about this team this year. The coaches changed. Tony Dungy in TV. Marvin Harrison essentially retired. And more questions around the Indianapolis offense than we're used to. But Ron Jaworski, John Gruden, they still have the guy, Peyton Manning. And as we were talking this week, getting ready for the game, I love your nickname for Manning. What do you call him?
I call him the Sheriff.
Why?
I call him the Sheriff because every town he plays in, he lays down the law. And if you're on defense and you make a mistake against this guy, he will punish you. Peyton Manning feels no pressure. He applies pressure. And I've been around this game a long time. Nobody has more passion and dedication for pro football than Peyton Manning. He's 100% healthy. His offensive line is intact. Tom Moore, Howard Budd have returned to help him, and he is the reigning MVP. This is going to be a big year for the Sheriff.
Sheriff. We're in the Sheriff's town tonight, no matter where it is. All right, chasing him. 2 30-something guys who are on the edges, good pass rushers. We're going to try and make it a tough night for him. Joey Porter and Jason Tim.
Yeah, the Dolphins play a base 3-4 defense. Their 3 down linemen do an excellent job maintaining the line of scrimmage and allowing the 4 linebackers to fast flow and make plays. Joey Porter led the NFL with 17.5 sacks a year ago. He plays the open side, or the weak side of that 3-4 defense. He must get quick pressure on Peyton Manning. You go to Jason Taylor, who had a cup of coffee in Washington last year. He's going to play the strong side in that 3-4 defense. He's got to be disruptive as well. The linebackers in the 3-4 defense must get quick pressure on Peyton Manning, because if he develops a rhythm, it'll be a long night for the Dolphins defense.
Yeah, there's another good pass rusher in this game tonight by the name of Dwight Freeney. When we come back, we're going to talk about the other side of the ball. When the #1 overall pick of last year's draft, Jake Long, is on the field and going head-to-head with one of the most feared sackmen in the National Football League, Dwight Freeney of the Colts.
He ran off with his secretary.
Enough! You get half and you get half. Team 3, Boathouse.
Oh, yeah. His and hers.
Van Gogh.
Steven!
Mansion. Let you go. Boss, what do we do with the Shih Tzu? Joint custody.
Get work done now. Communicate in less than a second with Nextel Direct Connect. Only on the Now Network.
Back here in Miami, there's Dwight Freeney, 8 years in the league. when he is on the field, he deserves a bunch of attention. All-time franchise leader in sacks for the Colts. All right, you know, when the Indy offense and Manning are on the field, a lot of attention. But it's going to be really interesting when Miami has the ball. And part of it we're going to do now in our time to take a look at the winning edge, brought to you by JCPenney. Jaws, on that side of the ball, with the offense belonging to the ball, I should say, belonging to Miami, you've got Dwight Freeney, a guy you must stop on that end.
Yeah, you know, I don't have a fancy name like Sheriff, like John has, but you know what? I got a twister in Dwight Freeney. He is an outstanding pass rusher coming off the edge. He not only has the twist move, look at this right there. Wham! There goes down David Gerard. He eats up young offensive linemen. Jake Long's in for a tough night tonight. Long with a solid rookie season, struggled last week against John Abraham and the bull rush. So when you see a young, inexperienced snapper getting beat like that in the first week of the season, you've got to give him help. So I expect the Dolphins to give him help tonight. Use that tight end so he can't line up wide. Use that tight end right next to Jake Long. Bring in a wide receiver in motion. Get a little chip. Chip him with the backs. Use the trap. Use the draw. And use the hard count. Don't let Dwight Freeney get off the ball.
How about what the Colts defense had to prepare for? The Wildcat. 1 year ago today it came out.
The Wildcat. It's the Wildcat. 1 year ago in New England, Ronnie Brown, the Wildcat quarterback, was born. 6 snaps he accepted. 4 of them were touchdowns, and they got busy against New England. Now here we are last week. Pat White, just acquired in the 2nd round out of West Virginia. Here's a spread option quarterback that can run and pass. Now Pat White is part of the equation. 2 years ago in 2006, Vince Young, with the spread option, went after Dwight Freeney and had great success. Here we are 1 year later. Happy birthday, Wildcat! And Pat White, put your seatbelt on, Jaws. Anything goes tonight.
Happy birthday.
A little Wildcat. Could be a long night for you. Frank Gifford, Hank Williams. We call it Frank and Hank. They get us ready as Hall of Famers are on the field, and we're set for the Dolphins and the Colts on Monday Night Football.
You've been watching ESPN's Monday Night Football Launch, engineered by the GMC Sierra, the official vehicle of Monday Night Football.